From the Northeast Georgia Business RadioX studio, this is Northeast Georgia Business Radio. Welcome back, folks, to another exciting edition of Northeast Georgia Business Radio. I'm your host, Tom Sheldon, and we're coming to you live from the beautiful Empower College and Career Center of Jackson County. I have with me some special guests, dear friends of mine. I have with me today Mr. Aimee Keibler, and he brought his mom. He brought his mom, Aimee Keibler.
He sure did.
Barrow County Family Connection Coordinator. Aimee, welcome back to the studio.
Thank you. So glad to be here.
I'm a little fond of the little man you brought. We're introducing him to the world, or at least the podcast world today.
Right.
And as always, he's like the perfect angel. I only see him when he's a perfect angel.
We're gonna hope it stays that way.
We're gonna move beyond that. We better get going.
We're gonna move forward quickly.
Well, welcome back to the studio, Barrow County Family Connection. You're the boss.
Oh Lord, that's a scary thought, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Yes, I am the boss. I'm the one and only. I'm the coordinator at Family Connection, and I do have a board of directors that I do answer to. So, there is somebody to keep me in line. So, that's definitely needed. But, it's all things Aimee at this point.
All things Aimee. Now, Family Connection is a state-run program. Program? Is that the right way to say it?
It's
in every county, but it's state-run.
It's grant funded,
It's
not necessarily state run.
They oversee it.
Yes.
Something like that.
We have what's called Georgia Family Connection Partnership.
Right.
So they're kind of our home office kind of thing.
Okay.
So everybody, Georgia is unique in we have some form of family connection, whether it's Family Connection directly or a different name, a Family Connection, but we have one in each county.
Right.
And so we are a locally run partnership, but we also have the support of a much larger Family Connection partnership. They're the ones who do all of the work at the state capitol for us, the funding, that kind of thing.
They advocate for you.
Correct.
On all levels, basically.
Yes, and they, it's kind of a group effort in that way that they do everything on the big scale and we do everything on the small local scale.
On the community scale.
Yes.
No, that's super important. It's a working partnership. What is the goal of these family connections being in every county? What exactly are you trying to accomplish and accomplishing?
The main goal that we have for Family Connection is to make a difference in the lives of children, birth to 26, with the main focus in birth to 18.
26 months?
No, 26 years. Like, as long as they can be so we mainly focus on while they're in school, but as long as they are still dependents of their parents, we still try to make a difference. But it's mostly till 18. We focus very much on early literacy. We want kids to be ready for school. So we focus on like Head Start, those kind of things, having them ready for school, having them succeeding in school, and what does that look like? There are some times that it's not necessarily learning disabilities that are holding kids back. Sometimes it's problems at home. Sometimes it's transportation. Sometimes it's issues, unfortunately, abuse in the family. Yeah. And so we really are a data-driven local entity that tries to focus on what it is that is truly going on and get to the root problem of what's affecting these kids.
I know if I'm sleeping in a different place every night, or maybe I'm wondering if I'm going to sleep anywhere, that would probably affect my education, my ability to learn. Maybe not my education, my ability.
Absolutely. And honestly, there are some times that people just need a little bit of support. They don't know what the resources are. They don't know the resources that are available in the county.
Right.
And so we're kind of that piece, the connector for those people, for people to the nonprofits, but also nonprofits to each other. We're all about collaboration and bringing together everybody who needs to be at the table to kind of help facilitate those resources.
Because now you're lending resources out through organizations. You use the organizations to get the resources out.
Correct. So we don't actually do As of right now, we are brand new. We just opened back up. They did have a family connection quite a few years ago. It did get disbanded, and now we have relaunched and kind of revamped, but also just trying to make those connections. And so the collaboration is a big piece.
I imagine you've got to. Anson's got a lot to say also.
Oh, he always
He
does.
Now, I imagine you're rebuilding this. You've got to make all those relationships all over again, all those connections, and strengthen those relationships.
Correct.
I imagine it's somewhat priority one at this point.
Yeah, that's pretty much what my days and weeks are looking like right now. It's just a lot of meetings. It's a lot of reconnecting with people who have been partners in the past. Thankfully, I do know a lot of people that I already knew through the chambers, so that kind of was a positive piece for me, that a lot of people know my name already, and most people know what Family Connection already is.
And they like you.
Surprisingly enough, yes.
You know, I'm yet to find anyone talk bad about you. As shocking as that is.
I'm sure you might be able to find one or two.
I don't dig that hard.
That's good.
Don't look too deep.
That's good. Don't look too deep. No, I have a serious passion for families and children and this community. It's all about the future. And honestly, if we don't start with the kids now, that's our future workforce, and we need to start building it now. And those kids are our future. We need to really focus on their success and what that looks like.
I got you. But now, Family Connection is not really designed to be a long-term solution to someone's needs. It's a helping hand.
Correct. Yes.
Bad things happen to good people,
yes.
right?
Yeah, it's
but
more
this
of a
isn't like, hey,
hand
we're
up.
going to pay your power bill for the next 3 years kind of thing.
No. And honestly, we can connect you to those that do help with rent or power bills.
Resources.
Yes. But it's not a long term. It's how can we, again, it's getting to the root of the problem. What is this main cause? What's the root cause of what's going on? And is there something that we can do to change, like a governmental level? Like, is it a system that needs to change that way? Is it a mindset?
It can be the system.
Right.
It's just not efficient.
It could be also a mindset and just getting that,
That's probably a huge one, I would imagine.
Yes.
Honestly.
There's a whole lot of people who have preconceived notions.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer you are a product of your environment.
Right.
If the environment just isn't there, you got to work that much harder.
Right.
I mean, that's across the board.
Right. It's a hand up, not a hand out.
Exactly. We're going to take a real quick break.
Right.
We're going to make sure Anson's good with everything we talked about. And then we're going to talk about collaborative meetings and a few more cool things. And then we'll brag about your board. How's that sound?
Oh, that sounds great.
Folks, we will be right back. One of our great community partners is Moon Trip Productions. They are a full-service, Georgia-based videography company offering wedding videos, live event coverage, and commercial independent video and photo production. Molly and her team are ready for anything you may throw at them. Need content for social media? They're there to help. Need that perfect wedding video? They're on that too. Video content for that next trade show? Yep, Moon Trip Productions. Visit moontrip.space to take your content to the moon. And while you're at it, visit our website, negabrx.com, to see all our great community partners. Anson, you still there? Oh, I'm sorry, Aimee. Aimee, you still there?
Yes, I know. It's okay. I'm pretty used to not being the priority anymore.
Well, I try to say, hey, look, Anson brought his mom with him, and I do when I see you at Rotary or whatever it is we may be doing. I call him nephew. I've never called him actually by his name until right now. He's nephew.
That's true.
He's nephew. What were we talking about? We're talking about Barrow County Family Connection.
Yeah.
Now, you kind of mentioned it earlier. I mentioned it before we went to break. Collaborative meetings.
Yes.
What is that? It sounds exciting.
Yeah, so it's a little bit about networking. It's a lot about figuring out what's going on in the county. Like tomorrow we have one. It's the last Wednesday of every month. It's just sometimes it's bringing in speakers to learn about what's going on. We'll have somebody from DeKalb talking about childcare and the statistics of, what we're missing. We've had My regional manager, she was our very first speaker, and she did a fantastic job. And that was just to learn about Family Connection for those who haven't been a part of it before, but also just a reminder of what it is that we're doing. What is our point? What is our purpose?
So if I were to go to one of these collaborative meetings, who are some of the people in the room? Who am I expecting to see? Within reason. Don't be specific. We don't want to embarrass anybody. You know.
Right.
They told the boss they're doing this, but they're really hanging out with Aimee and, nephew's there, so,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you'll see mental health professionals. Well, we're hoping to get a lot more with the county and the cities.
Municipalities.
Yes.
Right.
We'd like to see them more involved. You'll see the housing authority. You'll see.
Oh, wow. So professionals.
Yes.
Not just nonprofits.
Not
Just
nonprofits. It's for anybody. If you want to be involved and you truly care about the community and you want to make a difference, you can come.
It's a true place to start. It really is.
Absolutely.
I know it's a cliche, but it's true.
This is the place where you go to figure out what, at a very base level, what's going on in our community and how can we improve it.
Maybe the needs of the community
Right.
that are glaring needs right in front of you.
And it may not be something that you deal with, but it's something that's still going on in our community
Yeah.
for others.
And if I'm putting words in your mouth, forgive me. You may know somebody that can solve a problem that someone else has, hence collaborative.
Correct.
Right?
Yes, absolutely. That's
Crazy.
the major point.
Every once in a while, I come up with something good.
Every once in a while, you got something.
Not very often.
That's a lie.
I think we should stop now. I'm way ahead on points. I'm winning for a change.
Brownie points.
Now, something in my notes, and I don't know what this means. Strategy teams.
Yes. So
I don't know what that is.
Our major focuses are going to be youth development and also early learning and care. And so what that means is we have glaring problems. And so we have 3 different strategy teams that we are wanting people to join up. And we have quite a few who have already volunteered to be a part of those. We have mental health, which after September 4th, it has become glaringly obvious that we need to really truly focus on the mental health of not just our students, but our teachers and our staff and the people in this community. We also are having an early learning and care, which we're talking about early literacy. We are actually going to have, I think, so that's one big group, and then we will have 3 subcommittees off of that. So it'll be birth to 5 early literacy focus, school-aged literacy focus, and then we will have like a child care community need strategy, like small committee off of that. So they will all focus on something different, but it will all be under the umbrella of early learning and care. And then we will have housing, which is our 3rd strategy team. You can fall on either side of the fence with this, but we don't have affordable housing. We have quite a few unhoused residents in our county, and we have a lot of need. So we're trying to figure out how do we meet those needs.
That's ambitious to take on all that, especially
absolutely.
the housing situation.
Absolutely.
Very ambitious for someone who's been on the job 2 months. Well, a little longer than that.
Say
4 whole months.
So technically September 4th was my first day. So,
Right.
but in office was October 1st. So,
Gotcha. 5 months.
yeah, it's been a quick
Taking
one.
on the world. I hear you.
Try not to take on the world. That's the hard part about this job is you see so much need and trying to find that focus for it because there's so many things that you want to do.
What can we do right now?
Exactly. What's feasible.
Yeah.
And so that's part of what the strategy teams are all about is figuring out what it is that we need, but also what can we accomplish with what we have now and what is it going to take to get where we want to go.
You want to brag on your board before we get out of here?
I love my board.
Before Anson gets out of here? He's getting ready to go.
I could not ask for a better board, honestly. They are so supportive. And I do have to say a quick thank you to Ben McDaniel. He was the chair of my board when I first got hired. Jennifer Newkirk with the school system is now my board chair. She is absolutely amazing. She knows so much about this community. And every single one of my board members has been involved in Family Connection at some point. My regional manager Sonia, was very, very specific when they were going to start this collaborative back up on who she wanted to be at the table. Jessica Porter with DFACS Tina Murphy, she's also working in some capacity at DFAX. Vicki Scotland with the Northeast Georgia Regional Commission. Of course, I can't forget Miss Michelle Yon at the Housing Authority. They are just absolutely amazing women. I'm so proud to be doing this work with them.
You need to put one lone guy on that board.
I know that
Just
was Ben.
one guy.
So we are.
And if he's smart, he's surrounded by a bunch of really intelligent ladies, and he just sits there and agrees with them all the time. Don't ask me how I know that.
Oh, I know exactly how you know that.
We won't. That's a different podcast, folks. That's not this one. Did we get it all in?
I think we did. If you're interested, let me know. Email me. Oh, I can tell you my email. It is barrowfamilyconnection@gmail.com. The phone number is 770-867-4907. And we have a website. You can go to https, and it's barrow.gafcp.org. We have a resource guide on there if you are interested in seeing all the things that we offer in Barrow County. It's quite a long, extensive list.
The collaborative is the last Wednesday of the month. Where is that at? It's obviously in Barrow County. Where in the county is it?
Right now we are doing it at the Housing Authority in the banquet hall, at the Wimberley Center, I should say.
At Wimberley, yeah.
At Wimberley. At the banquet hall, it is from 12 to 1:30. There is lunch. We are looking for sponsors. So if you want to sponsor
lunch,
that would be fantastic. You don't have to do it the whole year. If you're just interested in one lunch, that'd be great too. But we're just looking for partners who want to get their name and their logo out there with lots of wonderful people in this community, but also just helping out nonprofits all around to just be better and to do more for the community.
Build the community. Now,
Absolutely.
You don't have to sign up to be there for the collaborative, do you? Do you have to sign up ahead of time? You do.
Yes.
Is that
just
on the website?
Because we're doing lunch.
Okay.
It's not on the website.
That's
but
why I
it
brought
is,
that up, because you're doing lunch, you're
absolutely.
catering.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that.
I try.
You can follow us on Facebook, Barrow County Family Connection, or LinkedIn. If you want to be a part of our newsletter, email me. That's how you can find out when and where and sign up. You register. It usually goes out about a month to 3 weeks before early in the month so that people have time to plan for it.
Well, nephew, did Mom get it in? Did she do a good job? Oh, big smile. Yeah, that was that. Wow, we couldn't have planned that any better.
I know, right?
Well, Aimee, I'm going to play some music.
All right.
I must say, nephew did very well.
Yes, he did.
I had every faith in the world in him. Here's the music. Aimee, thank you so much for being back in the Northeast studio.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Folks,
Having us.
having nephew, and he brought his mom. Folks, Aimee Keibler, coordinator, Barrow County Family Connection. Hey, get involved with that collaborative each week. Check them out on Facebook, Barrow Family Connection. Take part of your community. I'm Tom Sheldon. Talk to you soon.